What's up, Nick?
What's up? Not Wyatt?
Yeah, no, I'm Wyatt. I'm definitely Wyatt.
Hmm.
We don't have it yet.
What up, everybody? It's We Don't Have It Yet, back with you in 2026. We have a special first episode of the new year this year. Wyatt has some holiday business he's finishing up in his real world life. So, from Extra Napkins fame, joining us, Mr. Jon Splett. What up, boy?
What's up, everybody?
It's about
I'm
time.
I'm I'm happy to be here. I love guesting on other people's podcasts for once. It's a nice little break from that
From the tight ship that you run over there?
yeah
Yeah.
from that slave driver Ian Ferguson.
So, how's your New Year treating you? You have a good kind of holiday down week?
Yeah, it's honestly garbage week might be my favorite week of the year.
Garbage week is a very
Um
good week to do absolutely nothing and just kind of everybody sits around playing with their various hobby things.
Yeah, it's the good part of the holidays because the holiday parts are mostly over. I don't know about you. I don't take New Year's very seriously. New Year's
Definitely
is
not.
definitely
Don't give a shit. Yeah.
definitely it's a holiday for 20 and 30-year-olds, and I've aged out of it, and I would no longer need to even pay attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time where it was an excuse to get as plastered as possible for as long as possible, as late as possible. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, now I'm like, oh, that seems like a whole to do. Uh,
I do not have time for that anymore. I was in bed, but I did make it to midnight, but I was playing Madden, so I don't know. I didn't actually pay attention to when the year turned over, and I was in bed by 12:30.
Well done. Well done. Yeah, I think we actually stayed up to watch Stranger Things, actually, as it happens, and that got us to
Mm.
midnight.
Now, how did what did you like? I stopped watching after season one. Season two, they lost me, and I've read a not so great reviews on the last season here, and it makes
Okay, well, you
makes
gotta.
me feel validated and bailing.
Yeah, no, I'll disagree with your bailing. We've talked about this briefly before, but I think you have to let the internet calm down on the new thing a little bit to get the final
A real
verdict on,
perspective, yeah.
yeah, whether it was good or bad. It was a flawed final season, but they kind of put a bow on it, I think, as best as they could. Um, but I mean, I agree with you. My son has just started watching it because we were watching it on New Year's, and he wanted to stay up and see it, even though he has no idea what it is or anything. But he is now 9. I figure was old enough to see the first season. He's already through the first two. But
Oh yeah, is he already doing horror movies? Because I feel like if you've got a base of horror movies to it, that's probably
no, I mean he's
Stranger Things.
not really horror or anything that I
Hmm.
can think of. Maybe we've done like something Wicked This Way Comes and like the weird '80s Disney horror stuff. But I mean, he was watching Jurassic Park and laughing when the lawyer got eaten when he was 3. So I don't know what
Oh,
would
okay.
disturb him.
He's
Um,
he's ready.
Yeah, but so I think Stranger Things was like a good PG-13 dip into the pool kind of thing. But yeah, saying that, he just finished season 2, and it is by far the weakest season. So I really can't blame you for having walked away at that point.
Yeah.
Um, if I had to rank them overall, it would probably be 1, 4, 3, 5, 2. So yeah,
Okay.
having said that, the most recent season would be towards the bottom for me.
Oh, maybe at some point I should pick it back up for three and four.
3 was definitely like, okay, we're getting better, we're getting better. Hey, this is towards the end, this is quite good. And then 4 to me was just like, that's as good as the show will ever be.
Hmm.
Uh,
All right, all right. I'm always looking for new. I'll always watch new TV over old
yeah.
TV. So I'm always looking for new
Well,
stuff.
4
And I
introduced the character of Argyle, which, I'm just painting John with a broad brush here, but guy from Southern California that makes pizza and lives on Purple Paradise Delight, I think he calls it. Um,
Oh yeah, this is right up right
he
my
was
wheelhouse.
yeah, so he was like my favorite character ever, and I was really disappointed that he was just kind of written out of season 5. I'm trying to think of the actor's name. off the top of my head, you'd go, oh yeah, that guy immediately. Eduardo Franco. So he's a young guy with like really long, dark black hair. He was in Booksmart, a bunch of stuff, but you'd recognize him if you saw him at some point.
One of those character actors.
Exactly, but he was the best part of season 4 for me. Season 5, it felt like somehow, I don't really even know how, because they kept making a thing about how long it was going to be. It felt like they were trying to wrap everything up in a hurry. And we slowed down in places we didn't need to focus on, really. And it was like, all right, and now we're just here, and we're going, man. Let's go. We're going to wrap this thing up. Time to take it to the house, and I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, but it did feel a bit like that. And I'm sure you heard all the kerfuffle about the second to last episode was probably the weakest of the series in some ways. But
I also think after Game of Thrones, people do freak out over
and that's like, exactly where I was going. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt you were getting the inkling of, oh no, are they going to Game of Thrones this thing and just wrap it up to be done with it? Because it even felt in the final season like Will and Eleven, not only the actors, but their characters didn't even really want to be there anymore in some ways.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that second to last episode, like, I understand some of the internet uproar because people are like, oh, God, they're just going to close this out in the shittiest way possible just to be done with it. But they righted the ship. The last episode, I thought, was quite good. A satisfying ending for all. Still felt like it could have breathed a lot more. Like, you could have used an extra 2 or 3 hours on that season and been fine with it. But overall, for something that they had to, I mean, it was supposed to be done in, what, 2023, 2022?
Yeah.
They had to stop production for COVID. They had to stop production for the writer's strike. They had to stop production for the actor's strike.
And the kids, the aging of the kids in a show like that is
exactly. It's inevitable, and there's nothing you can do. Yeah, it's not a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, King of the Hill, where we can go back 15 years later and we age them in the way that we want to, kind of thing. But one of the reasons that 5 was most successful, and I think the Duffer Brothers are very smart for this, is that they told the majority of the main story in season 5 through Mike's youngest sister, who was like a toddler in the first season. And she's, 10 now, 10, 11, 12, something like that. And so by telling the story again through actual children, it totally works. Whereas,
Yeah,
11 just doesn't want to be there. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think they'll spin it off? I only ask because from someone who's not watched it, it seems that Netflix is legitimately pushing it as a franchise.
Yeah.
In a way, when their other shows have ended, they seem happy to be like, all right, it's in the can. Let's never talk about this again. We'll never hear the words "Orange is the New Black" again.
Well,
sure, it was our flagship show for a long time and had a lot of potential to spin off.
Well,
but now that it's gone, we're just not going to acknowledge we ever made it.
Orange is the New Black kind of became a bit of a better to burn out than fade away type situation, didn't it?
That thing fell apart
hard.
With a lot of their shows work that way in that. Well, we stopped paying everybody on the writing staff who had any talent was poached away because we didn't want to spend the money to keep them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
now that this thing's seen moderate success, let's start painting with the broadest brush possible to try and make it for everybody, and then the things that made it awesome to begin with all go to shit.
Yeah, well, we're gonna murder any nuance in name of appeasing the algorithm here.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I guess I don't think Stranger Things feels like they've handled it differently than their traditional PR stance on shows they make. And also the investment in I've seen a lot of merch for Stranger Things. Basically, when I was shopping for Christmas, I popped into a Hot Topic and did not realize that it is the Stranger Things store now.
Oh, I can see that for sure. I haven't looked inside a Hot Topic in a minute, but I could definitely picture that.
It's like, we found a new IP that that's a little bit gothy.
Yeah, we can sell to 14-year-olds that are feeling edgy. Yep.
Yeah, and it's got a nostalgia play for the 40-year-olds who are nostalgic for Hot Topic.
Oh, and the Gen Zers that never lived in that era that are nostalgic for a childhood that they missed out on, kind of thing. So it hits on every level, really.
It really is a perfect property. And when I was in Vegas, there's the Stranger Thing. They have the Netflix pop-up restaurant. and all the advertising for that was very Stranger Things heavy.
Yeah, I could
Um,
see like I mean it's a cash cow, man, and they release it in
yeah, so I
theaters.
it feels like something that like you might get. Maybe they'll take the sister and spin that off. I don't know how it
Well,
ends. So.
according to such just valuable sources as the trustworthy sources as Reddit and the internet, the plan was to do a spin-off with the sister after the second season and have them run like
Ah,
together, and that was going to be the whole like whatever the the secondary Walking Dead shows are that exist in the same universe. But
yeah,
because people hated that character and that whole storyline so much, they just threw that away. Whether something comes out 5 years from now, maybe a reboot,
yeah.
who knows?
Prequel. That also feels like easy to do a prequel with something like
Or
this.
or
I don't know how it goes later. So,
I
but
mean,
like
maybe
the
maybe
whole
we go into the '90s or the early millennia and pick up with the
yeah.
story with Mike as parents,
Oh
kind of
yeah.
thing.
You can just that would be the you know what that's dangerous because then it's just like okay, let's do a 2000s
Yep,
nostalgia show
exactly. Yep,
and
we just keep
you're gonna
hitting
fall into the
rewind by
trap.
25 years and selling it to the next group
Uh
generation.
oh boy, they're gonna Ninja Turtles it. Oh
I haven't seen it, but I was told my son just went to see the new SpongeBob movie and said that there was a new like 20-minute Ninja Turtles cartoon at the front that was all about like
oh
why AI animation sucks and you shouldn't like it. And good job Ninja Turtles, still doing out there doing those
yeah.
PSAs.
I was gonna say it's good to see they still care about getting the educating the kids
I
and getting the
we've
word out.
Yeah, we've come a long way from remember that what was it, Michelangelo walking down the hall. It's like stops the kid from offering you drugs or whatever. Well, I wanted to talk about something else. We got onto Stranger Things real quick that you put me on to this week that I'm really excited
Mm.
about. That perhaps I'll just lean with. It is Tuesday that we're recording this, so I'll lean with Taco Tuesday.
A hop, a hip, a dip my dick in the salsa dip on a Taco Tuesday. Get a spat on your boob legs. Yes? Feel free to say no.
That is the
Oh
Northern
God.
Boys.
The hardest rappers in all of Europe, probably the world.
I mean, certainly they have it covered for the northern part of England, I think. But for those
What
that
the
don't follow
context
us,
though?
who are the Northern
Yeah,
Boys?
you only have people are hearing that and they're thinking, oh, that they're thinking that's like a 20-year-old London street tough
Yeah,
who's rapping. And the other half of the Northern Boys is that they're a bunch of old men.
yeah,
They look like the guys sitting at the end of the pub, uh, drinking all
sickly,
day.
sickly.
Yeah,
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 like
yeah, yeah.
not at the they're in the winter of their drinking days, I think, and in one of
Classic
their
English alcoholics,
yes,
like this,
very much so.
like right out of central casting for
Yeah,
I need a drunk soccer fan, uh, yeah, who hates his wife.
yeah. And apparently he enjoys crack. So yeah, as you can hear from the lyrics, they're pretty forward and hysterical. Norman has bars, man. I'll tell you what, Norman can
Well,
rhyme.
did you have you done any background into them at all?
Very minimal. I pulled up their channel, and it looks as though I think I said this to you. Pat might no longer be with us. The main
That
guy.
well, they released a song a month ago.
Hmm.
They had a new or they had a new single up. So
So
I
from
don't know if
what I
if
saw
anybody.
was it was now the hype man or the former hype man is now on the mic with Norman.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
if you guys
Oh,
watch the
that's
videos, they have a hype man that's kind of doing the Flavor Flav thing, except it's a long gray-haired British man in a full three-piece suit, and he's just kind
yep.
of doing the white guy dancing with them, and it's wonderful. I think he's getting on the mic now.
Well, I'm glad they're still carrying on, but it won't be the same.
Yeah.
I guess, and I did look a little bit into their background. Apparently they were school teachers
Oh, even
in
better.
England.
Even better.
Who they knew each other through work and worked at like I think private schools in England. And then pretty much we're just like, yeah, dicking around, made the first video, and it was a huge hit. They toured. They toured in 2022.
Yeah, and if we missed out on this being a thing, man, I'm gonna be so upset.
But I mean,
forever.
I guess if they've replaced them in the group and they're still putting music out,
there could be hope.
we might get a U.S. tour and,
Yeah.
and maybe to Fort Walton Beach, because honestly,
If we can land
they
the
feel
Northern
totally
Boys.
bookable.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue here is going to be passports and work visas.
Well, we would have to bring them in as tourists on the low, and then let them perform anyway.
That's what I was going to say. Also, I think if anybody can fly under the radar, well, they just throw some MAGA hats on, they'll blend in.
Just say we're all for it. Yeah, exactly. They've got the gin, they've got the gin nose and the white face and the gray hair. What else?
Yeah.
They're wearing the white New Balances.
They look like they would hang like they would have the worst politics ever, but they do not.
Oh, it's certainly not.
I looked. They're super like progressive ass dudes. I love it.
Well, here's the thing. It's obviously satirical. Here, let me just play the next clip that I saved.
Bald, mean, and full of beans. I got a Yamaha keyboard drum machine. Metallica patch on me dungarees. I said, girl, can I get your number, please?
It's obviously all very tongue-in-cheek, hilarious and stuff, but they can rap, and like we just said, one look at these guys, they're not full of shit about the lifestyle that they're leading.
Yeah. They live the part. It looks like they're living the part. They look like they are hard drunks.
Yeah, I mean, to put it in perspective, the first thing that I saw you post of them on Blue Sky, 25 seconds into the single, they pause it because one of the members, Norman, throws up, and it says they have to take him to the hospital because he has jaundice and liver failure.
And then it just cuts right back to the
Cuts
video.
back to him, and he's like, "But now he's fine."
Yeah, apparently not.
I mean, these, I can't believe I just spent the time before this show clipping up this song, but these are going to be a mainstay forever, I think.
It's party time, get your drugs out. If you want to make love, get your muffs down. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you want to make love to a sad old man?
I mean, how could you not love this?
No, that's so good.
Get your drugs out. Do you want to make love to a sad old man?
They picked the right tone and everything, because you could easily go the harder, darker gangster sound.
Oh, that's boring.
It's a dance song. You can play that in a club. People want to party.
Oh,
to
well,
that.
I mean, you're Mr. Happy Hardcore, dance music guy, and yeah, you posted this, and I was immediately like, oh, this is fantastic, because...
I mean, that's how I found it, was through, Happy Hardcore message boards.
That's hilarious. So somebody was just like, you guys have to check this out, kind of thing?
Yeah, and it's someone should remix.
So who's making the beats? Is there someone on an 808 back there?
I think... based on the YouTube, it looks like there is a producer, but I don't think he's famous at all. I think he's just a bedroom producer who knows these guys.
Is that the brother that's standing in the background giving the peace sign in some of the videos, kind of thing, just standing there stoically?
Yeah, I don't know if he's worked himself into it. Whoever it is, he's making good. I think the first single was a beat of a UK rapper. They're rapping. They sampled, over. But yeah. I think it's actually just straight up they were we'll make a funny video on this guy's beat. Not even, but all the ones after that, I think they got a producer and are originals.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it, is it started out as a joke, and then they were like, oh no, we're good at this. This is fun. It's so wholesome.
It's not wholesome at all, but it is in a very nice way. In our world, it's very wholesome, I think. Yeah.
So the juxtaposition of these guys have found something great late in life
that helps them come together after. Yeah, one of them's Norman's a widower. He wasn't living his best life. Now he's rapping with Kev and Pat. Yeah. They're
on tour. They're having their second act. It's very much like they're getting to live their 20-year-old selves that they probably never did. And I love it. They're chasing their dreams at the end of their lives.
I think so. And it's exactly what you said, though. If it was just a thing that was kind of funny and I sent you, a video on YouTube or something, you go, yeah. But the fact that it's actually good, the music is good. The guys can actually, rhyme, and it's good music that I keep going back to.
I thought it was. I really thought it was somebody putting like them lip syncing to something else.
Oh yeah,
And I was like, it's just old guys like lip sync. And I'm like, no, wait, there's like 10 of these videos, and then I look them up. I'm like, no, this is original. This is not just somebody made a funny video on YouTube. And I think that's it. It's inspiring too because I'm like, yeah, if I'm like 65 and burnt out and just my liver's toast, I can still start rapping.
got no
That's
fucks
still
left
an
to give.
option.
Yep, putting myself out there now.
I could still tour. These guys are doing it.
Oh, Norman's an inspiration to us all. I think that's the
Truly.
lesson here. I think if there's any chance of, any type of performance that could be booked at any time, maybe we could just.
That's the thing. Like, that would be so. Can you imagine seeing those dudes live? Because you know it's going to be like maybe 100 people there.
Oh
so
yeah.
you're gonna get to actually hang out with them at the bar, and that's the kind of you walk up and you offer some doing some Irish car bombs, or
I have to imagine that they are getting offers for drug, drink, and everything in between if they're performing live shows. And can you imagine being in like a little club singing "Party Time, Get Your Drugs Out"? I mean, that would just be a lot of fun. If you want to have sex with an old man, yeah.
I hope they're getting laid.
I was gonna say, you think that there's some young lasses wanting to accept the challenge?
I would imagine there's
some northern girls, perhaps some northern girls.
Yeah, I hope it's like age appropriate ones too.
This we hope. Yes, let's point that out.
Well, no, even just for the like, I hope they're getting like old lady hand jobs all the time now.
I like the idea of like witnessing a grandma doing a line of coke at a Northern Boys concert.
Oh man, I imagine that happens. That's what Northern England is, as far as I'm concerned.
Just a cheeky line, as they would say. Yep. Oh, this is the heritage that I'm rejoining soon, John.
I'm jealous that you have such a rich cultural heritage to pull from. You know what? You couldn't make the Northern Boys are light years ahead of what American rappers are putting out now. American rap has turned into pop star stuff. The Northern Boys are still gritty. They're still connecting with the culture. There's, I don't know. I think the Northern Boys are,
Lil Xan, that mumble rap shit, it can't fucking rhyme. Northern Boys can rap.
Drake could never put that track out. Drake could never record that album.
I've heard very little of Drake, but every time I ever have, I'm like, this has to be because of a botnet. It doesn't make sense. There's nothing to grab onto here.
It's so boring and brutal. Well, I mean, that's like, he was a child star. He's been built in a lab. Like, of course his music is soulless and boring.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to actually think of an example of a Disney Channel kid that actually went on to make some cool shit, I guess.
Well, I have a soft spot for Sabrina Carpenter. Like, in terms of like shitty bubblegum pop music, I don't mind it, and I hate that I don't mind it, but I kind of do like it. But that's the only one I will mildly stand for.
I'd have to admit ignorance on that one. I am not up to the newest pop tunes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of a Disney star that turned out normal, for Christ's sake. Shia LaBeouf, he ended up good, right?
Yeah. He's a really important artist, if I remember correctly. He left movies to do important performance art.
I think that was beating women. Pretty much. Oh man, that's kind of dark.
He was the one who did the fucking thing where you could go into the art gallery and do whatever
and like
you want
scream at him while he wore a bag over his head. Yeah, and there was another thing where he like sat in a theater for like a week and a half and watched every movie that he was ever in and shit. Like it was all very like,
look at me stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
it was like I mean, the performance art is this is what being a child actor does to you.
Yeah,
is really.
Well, he was in that Tank movie Fury, and he like Method. He actually ripped out a couple of his teeth like on set to like show how method he was. And then more recently, he was in some fucking movie and played a drug lord or something, and got a full like Danny Trejo tattoo across his entire front chest.
Oh boy,
Disney stars, man.
It's like, yeah, here's what Disney will do to you if no one's watching. No one's
Serious.
paying attention to you and protecting you as a child in an industry that will eat you up and spit you out.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
transition.
really. I mean, I'm trying to think. There's got to be a Disney star who ended up okay.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Not
Seriously, it's like Britney Spears, Justin
really.
Timberlake, Christina Aguilera. Okay, they're all fucked.
I mean, I guess Timberlake.
Oh,
Timberlake
come
is the
on.
most normal of them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I don't think he's like a normal ass like cool or anything, but he didn't end up doing anything
totally.
awful.
Yeah,
He
he's just
kept
a
it in
zero
check.
in shoes. Who cares?
Yeah. He's an empty suit. I think there was a brief period where he wanted to be white Michael Jackson that
Yeah.
could have blown up into supernova terrible, and instead he just faded into obscurity like we wanted him to all along.
Well, to be honest, I would have kind of preferred the former on that one. That without the raping and all that, but the
Yeah,
implosion part would have been fun to watch.
would have been fun to watch. Yeah,
I know
yeah,
we
the
shouldn't
acting
build them up to
career.
bring them down, but I never had anything to do with his ascent.
Wish
So.
I didn't build them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've opposed the building up the entire time. Now I get to be happy when they raise that building.
So speaking of feeding you shit, this is a horrible transition, but there was one thing I wanted to talk to you about. You were very excited about something coming back to Taco Bell that I wasn't familiar with, and based on your recommendation over the weekend, or basically your enthusiasm, I tried some Taco Bell chicken burrito dippers and steak burrito dippers. Is that the thing?
I am very interested to see how. Yep, that I think that is the official name
Yeah.
with Taco Bell, especially with the stuff they bring back. I end up renaming them in my head in a descriptive way of what they were, because the Taco Bell vernacular gets so convoluted, and I can't keep straight what is what.
So it's like
I don't know how they've arranged the beans, rice, and very specific sauce.
Just stretch the 6 menu items into everything. Yeah, but it's so it was like each one was 2 mini burritos, and then they were covered
Yes,
with
these are
melted
the
cheese
ones.
that you kind of
Yeah.
pulled them apart. And then
There's
you
like a
had
garlic dipping sauce.
oh, that's what I was going to ask. They had a choice of sauces, and I'm like, well, I got to go for the garlic dipping sauce. That's what I'm going to want, and that was really good actually. I liked that.
I like this. So they brought those back, and I swear to God, they are different than when they had them 3 months ago.
Well, so it's that recent of a thing. I didn't realize. So I had never
Yes,
known these from back in the
that was
day or anything
why.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, these are relatively new. Came out like I want to say 3 months ago. It was definitely over the summer because I remember eating them after we went to get ice cream, or we went to get ice cream after going to Taco Bell when I had them. It was warm out still.
Fair enough. Summerish. Yeah.
Summerish.
Yeah.
Summerish. It was definitely this year, definitely recently. The timeline all makes sense for summer. And so they came back pretty quick, and I was like, oh, they must have been a hit because they were great. And I swear to God, they cut half the cheese out of them that made them so good. Because what they were originally was like a steak quesadilla wrapped up real grenade like, and that you could dip. And I was like, this is just a form factor on a steak quesadilla that I didn't know I needed till I had. And they kind of nerfed them a little bit, and I'm mad about it. I don't know if that's just I might have got my taco. Sometimes you get your Taco
You
Bell
could
at a
catch
bad time,
Yeah.
and they might be the exact same thing. It's all in my head, and they just gave me a bad batch. But when I had them the second time, I was sad.
I mean, I had nothing to be sad about. I didn't really find anything to be overly enthused about. I definitely with you. The whole melted cheese across the top, I was kind of like, this is something and nothing, because it didn't really add a whole lot. There wasn't a lot of cheesiness, which maybe there was before. I don't know if they used any of that
that's
nacho
the big
stuff.
change. The big change was way less. No, because that was it. That was also why I liked it, because I prefer their melted cheese over their nacho cheese.
Their nacho cheese is extremely strong flavor.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's one note, and it's just kind of cheese powder liquid.
Yeah.
Which has not that I don't like it.
There's a
It has
place
its
for it.
place.
Yeah.
But it's a little too. It was also it's a little too sloppy for something you're gonna dip. If you're
Agreed.
gonna go nacho, I like a stickier cheese.
Yep.
There was just a lot more of it the first go round. And that was what made it good. I was like, oh yeah, this is like a cheesy quesadilla deliciousness. And it I don't know.
I'm with you on like the
Fucking
nacho
shrinkflation.
cheese. Yeah, I don't want the liquid cheese as much as I want like the ability to pick up a nacho and maybe take a quarter of the plate with me because the cheese barrier is carrying everything. That's my preferred nacho
Yeah.
delivery cheese.
Yeah.
But I
I
thought
think
they
it's a
were
good base nacho cheese to add other stuff to. Like if you add a little of the hot sauce, a little sour cream to it, and mix it up, that's when Taco Bell's cheese is like. I think that's what it's meant to be.
it's got to be
A
ratioed.
complimentary cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were good. I thought the garlic sauce was actually like very garlicky, which we love. But the chicken ones, it's Taco Bell. At the end of the day, you know what these ingredients taste
Yeah.
like. The only thing I really had to complain about was having had and I know you're a fan of this as well, the amazing steak and egg McMuffin from McDonald's like 2 days prior, and then
Oh,
having the steak from Taco Bell. I was like, this steak sucks now, and I'm a big fan
yeah.
of the Taco Bell ground beef, but this steak is something and nothing. Give me that pressed beef sprayed product from McDonald's that they call steak. I don't give a shit. That stuff is delicious.
I love it so. With the steak, egg, and cheese bagel is just the best. Now, in your market,
They do a
can you
McMuffin.
get this? Oh, I'm so fucking jealous. Do they do the McGriddle? Because in California, you can only get the bagel.
So when I knew
Steak
it
bagel,
from
or at least
like,
in Southern California McDonald's, because McDonald's will change like regionally. There might be, I don't know if like NorCal is different,
I
but
can go
by
down to
me,
my own history with the McDonald's steak actually. So like, let's say 2007-ish, I'm working at the bar. We had a 24-hour McDonald's, and on the regular, we would go there at 3 o'clock in the morning and get the steak bagel because absolutely delicious.
oh yeah,
Then
oh so good,
like 2009, somewhere around there, it goes away and
yeah,
nowhere to be found in my Maryland, Baltimore market at the time. Then I move out to Southern California in San Diego 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever it was. It's back for the first time in my life, and I am thrilled to death. And man, I ate a few of those bagels. Then came here, and my wife literally called me one day. I was like, "Did you know that there is an Egg McMuffin version here?" And it was one of the happiest moments of my life, John.
oh my god, I would love, yeah, because the only bad part, I don't dislike the McDonald's. I do dislike the McDonald's bagel. I will say it is a good breakfast sandwich bagel. It's a terrible bagel on its own,
It's a horrific
but
bagel, but it works for that sandwich perfectly.
it's soft enough. Yeah, that's, I mean, all its flaws as a bagel are what make it a good bread for a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, so I'm not a
Is that
big
it
bagel,
doesn't
egg,
have
and
any
cheese
crisp
guy,
to it.
bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel kind of guy from the corner bagel place because I think
Yeah,
it's too much to a good bagel, whereas I just want to eat the really good bagel here. Whereas the
that's
McDonald's
I'm
one is
kind
like,
of the same
that's a
way.
perfect vehicle kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I would rather get like, I want a bagel and a breakfast sandwich, but I don't want it to be a bagel breakfast sandwich. If that
We're on the
makes sense.
same page, man.
Yeah. I want to eat my bagel with some cream cheese on there by itself, and then I want to eat like, I think a biscuit dough, or like a biscuit is the best breakfast sandwich. English muffin a close second.
Yeah, well, the McDonald's biscuit is a wonderful thing. Actually, all of McDonald's breakfast is a wonderful thing. Those hash browns are
Yeah.
unparalleled. But
Yeah, they
it
really
is
are.
weird that I can get the bagel or the McMuff with the steak here, but not what's the pancake one? McGriddle
The McGriddles.
or
Yeah.
a
Well, that's what I
biscuit
was wondering.
or a biscuit.
Oh, you
So
can't get a biscuit, because a biscuit is my ideal one.
it'd be pretty easy to just get your. That's like still the cheapest thing on the menu is the sausage biscuit, right? So you could just swap meats,
Yeah.
I guess,
Swap 'em
or
out.
if you start getting friendly with the people around at your local Mickey D's, you could probably work it in.
Yeah. Oh, it might even you might be able to tinker with. Sometimes you can tinker with the app and change things.
Oh, well, yeah, you got the order stations and everything in there now
Yeah.
too. I'm not even thinking
Yeah.
about that. I bet you could get
Yeah.
it done.
Although that's what I would have. I thought when we got it on the bagels here, I was like, I'll just beat the system and
It's
order through the
McMuffin
app.
time. Yeah. No.
And it wouldn't let me do it.
But I think you've talked about this, I'm sure, on your show before. I don't know if we have, but it's not. It's very difficult for me to describe what it is. Is it like it's like pressed steakums into a patty
Yeah.
almost, and then they spray it with whatever delicious beef flavoring that they
It's
spray it with?
I want to know how they make it too, because it has the texture of like, or well, it has the shape and like, not almost the texture of like chopped sirloin you would use for a cheesesteak,
Yep.
but also it's like spongy soft, like
It
way softer than steak. Like it has to be reprocessed and reconstituted
somehow.
into that. Yeah, it feels like the most unnatural piece of meat McDonald's serves, and that's from a company that makes the McRib.
I was gonna say not a particularly high bar either, but it's yeah, I don't know what to bet. And the onions that come with it, they don't exist elsewhere in McDonald's. Are they like actually griddling
Oh,
some
they're
onions?
perfect.
Yeah,
They're
they're
so
always
perfect.
perfect. What
They're
is up with
so
that?
perfect, and I want that on a burger. I want those
Exactly.
onions on. I can't believe McDonald's doesn't have fried onions on a
So
burger
these are
after I eat that.
it's like a sweet Vidalia onion too. And so what?
Yeah,
They're only breaking this out just for the steak items on the breakfast menu? They have to be
yeah.
microwaved or something. It has to be.
Oh, I'm sure. I bet they come in a package and they just sous vide that whole thing. I bet there's a
Oh,
big
yeah, water baths.
boiling thing.
Yeah.
Yep,
What
water
am I
baths, and
thinking?
you're just pulling out one ready to go. It probably already has the onion on top of it, all in one cook. Or no, maybe not, because you can probably order those on no onion. I never would. The onion is like half the adventure.
It's yeah, I'm trying. Well, it goes right back to your cheesesteak thing. I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's like those
Yeah,
that griddled cheesesteak meat and the big pile of sautéing onions that are all there 24/7 kind of thing. Oh man, now I'm gonna want one of these. But I would like us to explore why are there regional steak availability for McDonald's.
well, it went away completely nationwide. I know when they brought it back, I want to say it was like because it was around in like 2015, 2016, and then it disappeared nationwide, I think. And then after the pandemic, they brought it back again.
Or is that because they're
I
just trying
bet
to
you,
see what's sticks to the wall at this point?
I think if I remember correctly, I think when they brought it back for the pandemic, it was in one of those weird lull periods where people were like, "Will any restaurant ever survive
Yeah.
again?" And everyone was like, "We need to throw anything against the wall to get people to come out again." And I don't think they were like, "We got to get people into the drive-throughs"
Mm-hmm.
at that point. And that around that era is when I think it came back.
I mean, you already have the
Um,
solution. You had it. You've been saying it for
yeah.
years. Collectible cups. We'll bring them in.
Oh man. Oh,
Let's get
you
some
know,
glassware going, guys. We'll come get it.
get me a nice. I went antiquing in Pomona last week, and walking around antique stores and seeing the quality of giveaway, because you can if
Oh,
the
it breaks your heart.
old
Yeah.
giveaway stuff like from the '60s is
Yeah.
better than the stuff you can buy in stores now.
Oh, no doubt.
Considerably better.
No
Like
doubt.
thicker glass. I now. Did the glass have lead in
I
it?
was gonna say
Maybe.
lead lined glass, but that's okay. It lasts.
But I mean, they were putting money. It really was a loss leader for them. That they were like, well, you're gonna come in the door, you're gonna have some positive brand association, and you're gonna love us because you're gonna drink out of a nice McDonald's glass mug all the time.
No, I mean those. I mean you're talking about the '60s, but even the ones going into the late '80s, early '90s, those cylindrical glasses they were etched. They were nice.
Yep. The Pizza Hut giveaways were such good quality stuff. Those things are all over antique stores now, and I always also I wish I lived in Southern California growing up because the amount of Jack in the Box giveaways that I
Mm.
see in antique stores, but I also know I'm only seeing like 25% of what got released because it's just what survives and what gets sold. Those are really good giveaway qualities too. I'm like I don't know. I get so nostalgic for the stupid cheap stuff.
Well,
I
it's
don't
not.
need
It's kind of
yeah.
it's definitely an era gone by now when you look at it that this is what they gave away just to promote their product. Now we don't even give a shit about the customers at all.
Well,
Um,
now if you do have a giveaway, you pay extra for it, which is what gets me. Like when I was in Texas this a few weeks ago, well, a few months ago now, when I was going through the Whataburgers, they did have collectible cups, and I was super excited because they had 6 of them, and it was like they were all holiday themed, and it was like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
mhm.
And as we were going to different Whataburgers, they would have different ones, and I was like, "Oh, I'm right back in like my like if I lived here, I'd be all over this."
Mhm.
But it was an extra $1.50 for the collectible cup, and at
Oh.
that point, I'm like, "Come on, guys! It's like I know the cost on that.
Or at
The
least give
cost
me
is
yeah,
10
give me a
10
break even
cents
cost.
higher. Yeah, bundle it with the value meal. Like make it
Yeah.
up to me on some on like other cheap food costs. Make me feel like I'm getting it for free, even if you are building the price in.
Now you'll be
And
the test on my memory. I thought they charged for them during like back in our childhood? It was like collect the whole holiday set for $9.95 or whatever it was.
it would matter the place. Because I
Okay.
know if like I remember when gas stations used to get the glass cup for a full tank of gas. Like
No.
those you wouldn't have to pay. Oh God, that might have only been a Buffalo thing.
Buffalo
Now
thing?
that I'm thinking about it, it was like a lot of the local gas stations would have. It was always around seasonally. So there'd be a holiday one, then there's usually be a Bills one, football season, and then there'd usually be a summer version. And it would be like you get a full tank of gas, or maybe it was like a punch card. But once you got like 5 full tanks of
Mm-hmm.
gas, they gave you these really nice glassware, and like people would collect them year to year. They'd always have the year on them, and those were free. But then I remember the Pizza Hut one, like it would be like $1.99 for Five Goes West.
Yep.
Like you'll get a VHS that was like deeply discounted, and a actual feature length movie you'd see in a store or in a theater. But I always remember it would something being deeply discounted, like the Whataburger cups. Like I can go to Target and buy a cup for cheaper than that. Now you're just selling me a cup.
Yeah,
It's no
that's
longer
lame.
a giveaway. And I think that's the 80s that start. I think they supplemented the cost in the 80s and 90s, and now it's just creeped up to selling you something.
It's yeah. Is it just kind of like another revenue stream? Yeah, well it's the they're not companies anymore. It's just all run by investment groups. So it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
another mark on the Excel spreadsheet, isn't it? Oh, sad.
It sucks, man. We used to be a country.
No, I didn't get the gas station. We had Hess trucks. I mean, you definitely had Hess
Oh, I
trucks
remember Hess
too.
trucks too. Yep.
Well, I think you had
And
Bill. You
yeah.
got Bill's commemorative glasses at the gas station. You have to remember that my entire childhood, Baltimore didn't get the ball back until '96, man. So
Well,
'83 to
you could,
'96, there's a dearth.
if you're just going to erase Baltimore's CFL history, I suppose
I was a Stallions fan.
the city of champions, the only American city to hoist the Grey Cup.
It's true. Played at Memorial Stadium. I never went to a game, sadly.
I would kill to go. I would kill to go. That was the best market for him. Like that was the only market it was working because Baltimore has been a football crazy town since the Colts left.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and man. Now, speaking of the Ravens,
Oh, you want to do this? Oh, yeah, fine.
yeah, my sympathies, but I do have to tell you, I was absolutely rooting against you in that Steelers game because I don't want to play Baltimore in the playoffs.
I mean, that makes me a little bit happy that, to know we're still dangerous or thought of as being dangerous out there. But I said this to, before the game on Sunday, like, of course it all has to come down to this shit. That's the way we do. Of course it comes down to a Pittsburgh game at the end of the season and, we're going to barely limp in. And it comes down to a kick in the fourth quarter, which of course goes wide right and all that good stuff. But I don't know what is to be gained for me as a Ravens fan by us limping in and then going out maybe in the second round if we're
Well,
lucky.
that's the thing is, I don't know that you would have gone out in the second round. I think the AFC is so bad this year.
I mean, yeah, it is.
In terms of like marquee, the Bills. This is the worst Bill. This Bills team, I think we can win the Super Bowl only because
Everybody
all the
else
teams
sucks.
that usually beat the shit out of us are also worse off, and everybody else is terrible. It just seems like there are no good teams right now. And if Baltimore had snuck in, it's just about that magic quarterback, and that's why I think the Bills can go this year. Is because we have Josh Allen, and we have the magic quarterback, and there really are no other magic quarterbacks, at least in the AFC.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar's still got that magic in him. There's no doubt about that. I just question whether he
Do you think?
is
Do you think he's
playing
gonna
his
stick around?
all. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens if they're going to offer him like a 1-year extension to see where we're at after that or whatever. And it all lands on what happens with Harbaugh. I don't think Lamar particularly likes playing for the man. It's always been very clear they've not really minced words that they don't like each other. And so if there's that tension in the locker room, even if it's just that one little thing that's off, that can just throw the vibes out through the whole team. What was I just watching about like the 82?
It's hard to manage that.
What's that? It's hard to manage.
It's hard for them to. It's hard for them to manage that because he doesn't have an agent.
Yeah.
So
it's his mom.
It's direct. Like everything is going to be taken inflammatorily. No one is softening blows. No one is playing.
Do you think they're like speaking through intermediaries kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. They are, but it's not a like when you talk to someone like Laura, they shield the message very well and convey what they need to. When you talk to someone's mom, it's, do you know what the fuck they just said about you?
Yeah.
They said that you need to do this. And
they said this about my son. You will not let them get away with this. Yeah.
You don't have any, like, the agents don't do very much and don't deserve the portion they probably earn on a lot of contracts, but the one service they do provide is mediation between you and your boss.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably strained with Lamar right now.
Yeah, and possibly managing your client's expectations at times too.
Yeah, you can't back channel anything is really what it is. You can't feel out like, oh, hey, what if we went a different direction in coach? Would Lamar be happy about that or not happy about that? You can ask his agent that, but if you ask him that, you've just asked a player in the locker room if they want to fire the coach.
That's a really good point that I probably hadn't really considered. But I mean, Harbaugh's got to go. I've been yelling this for at least 4 or 5 years now. I mean, I hate the man, and he's mask off now too, so fuck him. But it's just, what excuse is left to keep him now? It's been 18 years. Like, he stares up at the scoreboard every single game with that confused look. Like, how did that happen? That I wasn't managing the clock, or didn't run in the right play, or anything. I mean, when you come on in that pathetic loss where he just pulled Henry, I don't even remember what game it was now, but he's like, well, we didn't have any run plays designed for that quarter.
2 weeks
like,
ago, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? So do some.
It wasn't his turn in the rotation.
Yes.
Yeah, we were running a back rotation. You have the fucking a guy who's competing for the rushing title, maybe the greatest running back of a generation, and you're like, yeah, keep him on the bench.
Yeah, last quarter he just went past O.J. Simpson's all-time record. You don't have any plays for him designed this quarter? Got it. It's not in the game plan. I understand. And that's another thing. He's a coach of one of the best teams in the fucking NFL, and show up and they have adjusted for your game plan. Guess what? Adjust. But he never does that. He's like, well, we come here to do that, and that's what we're going to do.
That is the MO of playing Baltimore, is if you can survive the first half, you just fix the second half.
Yeah. You got it made in the shade. Like, you can rely on us to fall apart in the fourth. We got that for you.
Yes. Lamar is incredibly talented, but once you see the script that's being run, if you have a competent coaching staff, Baltimore is very easy to adjust to and make halftime adjustments and take it in the second. So if you can just survive the storm, you can beat Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, you see when the teams have brought pressure on him and he's on his feet and he does pull something out of his ass, but they don't adjust at all to what is being brought against them.
That can never be your game plan. Your game plan can't be Lamar will save
Lamar's feet.
5 times. Yeah. It's that's your bonus, that's your save roll. That's not your strategy going in.
So I mean, hopefully, I would like to see Lamar stick around. He has to want to be here. I hope Harbaugh gets his walking papers. I don't understand how it hasn't happened already. Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator, I'm okay with keeping him.
If it doesn't happen this week, I don't think they're firing him.
I know, and that makes me sad inside. I think I'll be talking to you a year from now. We'll be like, yep, they limped in again, or they almost did, or whatever.
I can't believe fucking Lamar Jackson plays in Miami now. This is the worst.
It could be the
worst way this could have unfolded for all of us.
Oh God, can you imagine if we have to go down to Really Rad Weekend and they have Lamar?
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't want to face Todd with Lamar.
Oh, you can see him going down there too. Like when all the
it makes so much sense. Like
when LeBron and those guys all went to Miami to live it up and have the dream team kind of thing. Like Lamar could go down there. Oh, God.
Tua's out. Miami also. Lamar could walk in there and pick a head coach if they let McDaniel go. Although I think I read today they're letting McDaniel in on the GM search.
Oh dear God.
That's exactly, as a GM, if you can deliver, if they can get somebody who can deliver him Lamar Jackson, that guy's going to get hired. You have a whole new regime right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was just going to say it before. I was watching the movie or the documentary about the 82 Brewers not too long ago. Was that the Battered Bastards of Baseball, or was that just a bit
I've
outside?
been meaning to watch that.
Just a bit outside. It was just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Great movie. But the whole thing was about, like, whatever it was with this manager who was our manager for the first 12 weeks of the season or whatever. Like, he's a great guy, but it just didn't click with this group of guys. And then we brought the interim guy up, and all of a sudden we won 23 ball games or something in a row. Like, just,
Yep.
I can't help but replay that in my head when I'm just watching this team just be the least inspiring group I've ever seen in football. I don't know what's going on.
That's why, I think you're right. They need to fire Harbaugh. They need to fire Harbaugh, invest in Lamar, let Lamar pick his next head coach, give him whatever extension he wants, 3 or 4 years. If that doesn't, you let that play out how it will. That's the car. You
don't get a ring after that. It wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen anyway. Yeah. You played your hand the best you could, because letting him walk now for draft picks is blowing the whole thing up prematurely.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he's the same physicality that he was in 2018 or whatever the first year he was. But having said that, he's still probably second best quarterback in the league. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I think it's him. Him or Burrow is second best. You know who my choice for number one is.
Well, this we understand. Speaking of, how you feeling about Jacksonville? Talking about dangerous, I don't know what to make out of them this year. That's I'm too busy. I was trained to laugh at them for so long that I'm not used to this.
Same here. And you know what? Anytime I see Trevor Lawrence on television, I cannot take that man seriously.
How could you?
Quarterback.
Just look at that face. Everybody wants to punch it. You don't even know why.
Exactly. He looks like the biggest ding dong surfer in the entire world. He's like he
was at Clemson, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's not.
That doesn't help him in my
California
eyes.
Surf boy.
Yeah.
He does not strike me as a guy. He cannot care. Like, there's no passion in there. I don't know.
I don't know if there's no.
I don't get it.
I just don't think that there's a whole lot.
I'm wrong, but this is what I see. This is what I like. I don't watch enough Jacksonville games. Well, that's the thing is, like, I don't think he's a beat you quarterback. I think he's a don't lose the game quarterback. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is making. I'm not worried about him throwing for 354 touchdowns against me. I'm worried that he's not going to turn the ball over. He's not. You're not going to be able to shake him. He's going to get away from. Get rid of the ball when we're trying to sack him. He's not going to run for 30 on you. He's just going to get rid. You're not going to stop him for 10-yard loss.
You're not going to have. I know you hate the term, but you're not going to have the mafia, the home team advantage. Does that worry you at all?
The fact that if you actually look at the stats, Josh Allen has not won a playoff game on the road yet. A little bit, and the last 2 times, we've played Jacksonville in the playoffs twice. Lost both times. Now one of them was was Jim Kelly getting hurt in that game, and then the other one was the year before we drafted Josh Allen. So, not exactly recent memory, but I'm not worried about it. I kind of feel like I'm playing with the house's money with this Bills team, in that I know that they're not. The defense stinks, and if they lose, I don't think it'll be because Josh Allen lost the game. If they lose, it's because they allowed 30 points because they don't have a secondary.
Yeah, and they depended on him to make that last-second miracle happen every single time, kind of thing.
Yeah, and if you put him in the position, I feel like he's going to convert it 75% of the time, but that's not sustainable.
Yeah, he can't win it by himself.
Then again, I also don't it's tough for me to be. I'm not scared of Jacksonville the way. If we were playing the Patriots first round,
if you were going into Foxborough kind of thing, does Jacksonville even fill a stadium at this point? Or I know you guys travel. There'll be plenty of Bills people in the stands.
That's exactly it. Like, I have a feeling the stadium, like, I don't want to jinx myself by shitting too hard on Jacksonville, but I'm pretty confident anybody sitting in Buffalo, New York right now, would happily get away for the weekend to go drink in a parking lot in Florida and troll a bunch of Jacksonville fans.
Oh,
But we're going
absolutely.
to show up huge, and the amount of Buffalo people who already moved to Florida is staggering. So I feel like it won't be. It's not a not a place you dread going. Uh,
Oh, weather's
and
supposed
the
to be like perfect
Jaguars.
too.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah,
hadn't actually looked. Probably what 60s, 70s.
it's like
That's
67 and sunny or something. Perfect like that.
as long as Josh Allen's foot is okay. I think we should win the game. I'm not too worried about it. If we did lose, I also wouldn't be like shocked it happened. But I feel like we're going to the Super Bowl.
I'm
Only
pulling for
because
you.
also because every Bills fan this year has been so miserable, and we've been good now for too long, and no one appreciates it anymore.
Yeah.
So by
You
the
guys have
rules,
forgotten your past
yeah,
heartbreaks. You've been had Josh for
yeah,
too long now.
we're entitled. We've become entitled,
Yeah.
and it real and I know the way dramatic irony works is that means we're gonna win it this year. So you can go back into everyone's skeets and be like, yeah, I remember week 4 when you said they were or after we lost to the Patriots and you were like, this team's no way they're not even gonna make the playoffs. I'm not gonna watch anymore. Like though it's all that because that attitude was so prevalent this season in a way it hasn't been the last 3 or 4 years when we've been Super Bowl favorites.
When you had the expectations on you fully all
Yeah,
year. Yeah.
yeah, and after some Chiefs Super Bowl titles really grind us. Yeah, it feels like this is going to be the year.
Let's just be happy
I
we don't have
just
to put up with KC even being in the picture. Not
oh,
because I'm afraid of them, but because I don't want to listen to
I
it
am so
anymore.
sick of them. I am
Yeah.
so sick of hearing about Mahomes. I hope Kelsey retires and just goes to be a billionaire housewife because I am
Seriously.
so sick of
Just
that
go away.
fucking storyline. Yeah, I don't. Although I'm a little bit worried he's going to be more on my television in every commercial break.
Oh God,
Um,
yeah, if he could spokesperson anymore.
because there's
Between him
two
and
of
his
them. There's
brother,
too
that's
many Kelseys. Yeah. Oh.
you go from one ad to the other. Now I'll be pulling for you guys in the AFC. I think I have to go with the Bears in the NFC. We helped them get in, and it's my new adopted
Yeah.
town. So you got to like this Bears team. That's just going to be fun.
I love I also love that the Pope storyline of the Bears. The Bears going from being absolute dog shit until Chicago gets a Pope. And then all of a sudden, and he's a Bears fan, and all of a sudden the Bears win the Super Bowl.
Well, I love that he's not only a Bears fan, but he's a White Sox fan. And you get all these people like he was, I think, in the Pope Mobile or somewhere like doing the wave around Vatican City, and somebody yelled to him something about the Cubs, and he goes, "Yeah, they lost." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. He's happy about that." My Pope hates the Cubs.
I love also when the Pope I actually feel bad for him at this point in that everywhere he visits now, every city just gives him a jersey for their local
Yeah, what do
sports
you do with
team.
that when he's an actual
Like,
sports fan? And he's like, "I don't want this
yes,
shit." It's like, yeah,
it's exactly
me
it's
becoming
the
someone of note and getting a
ultimate
Steelers jersey or something.
it's the ultimate in non-sports fans like missing the point. Like you don't give him a jersey for another like he's gonna go to Green Bay and get a fucking a
Yeah.
Packers.
Oh God,
No.
they would
Like,
never.
come
Or well,
on,
they
come
probably would. Is like the
on.
ultimate
They
middle
probably
finger.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he's got to smile and take it because he's the Pope. He can't call you a dumb fuck.
It's kind of fun watching that rivalry around here. Like those people, those fans, like don't like each other, man.
Yeah, well, it's good. That's the other thing great about the Bears being good again. It really fires that rivalry up
It
again,
does.
and I think that's really good for football. It is when in the middle of there's some wars in the middle of the country.
Yeah. So the first and only Bears game that I've been to was a Bears Packers game. The year we moved here, my wife got pass tickets by somebody at her office, and I was like, oh shit, like, coming into the NFC is that other side of football that I watch in highlights, but I was like, oh, this is like a for real rivalry. This is like a Baltimore Pittsburgh rivalry. All right, all right. My own ignorance more than anything, but I had a blast watching them all screaming and fighting.
Yeah, anytime you can get two football teams within like easy driving distance of each other, it makes for entertaining rivalries.
That's exactly the thing, because it's less than 2 hours each way between the two cities, and so both sides are going to travel.
You are fully allowed to lean into being a Bears fan and as your NFC team. That
was my argument. Is as long as it's in the NFC, I'm allowed to support the Bears while still literally flying a Ravens flag.
Yeah. As a Red Sox fan who moved to San Diego and became a very open Padres fan, you're allowed. The overlap is so minimal.
That was so hard because I'm a Baltimore guy through and through, but like moving out to San Diego and just listening to sports talk radio throughout COVID for whatever reason, like. It was impossible not to become a huge fan of the Padres, and not to mention they have the best park in baseball and the best food in baseball.
Yeah, easily. Well, yeah, I mean that Padres team is magic. Like right when we were living there, they were getting good, and also as when the Chargers left, like
the whole city embraced them. Though.
But yeah, it really was like an unspoken thing. Is like, well, yeah, you know what? We fucking don't need the NFL because we got these.
And everybody kind of rallied around them even harder, which made me like it even more. And if you feel like you're a part of something, I'm grabbing onto that in the sports town. Well, I live here; I'm allowed to.
yeah. Well, it also it bonded me to Southern California.
Exactly.
Like I feel it makes me feel like I'm part of the community.
Exactly. You say you're cheering on something bigger than just being like a stranger. In a
me and the locals now have something in common. Like it's something I can talk to about.
I'll tell you, man. Like
rando in the bar.
I used to walk around the swap meet in San Diego with my Ravens stuff on, and we got nothing but like, "Hey, go Ravens! All right, awesome!" Da, da, da. Like I don't know. Do you have a lot of Bills interactions? That's just everywhere.
And Bill's interactions I get pretty much like it's an unspoken thing. If I'm the one to start the interaction if I see anything remotely Buffalo on you. In fact, I was at Walmart yesterday and there was a couple. The guy had a Bills hat on and the girl had Bills sweatpants on, and I gave them a Go Bills, and they were so excited that somebody gave them a Go Bills in a Walmart in Joshua Tree. They were clearly tourists.
That's awesome. No, you got that. You have that just that one little thing, like Cincinnati as who dat or whatever, or who dat.
Yeah.
So you can just say that one little thing as your catchphrase between each other, and it's like your secret code.
Yeah, and just a subtle not. Yeah, and you can just keep on walking and move on with your day.
That's all it has to be, but you both know. Yep.
Yeah, it is really fun. When I was in San Diego, when the Chargers still were there, when I would go to especially the Spring Valley swap meet. Did you ever go to the Spring Valley swap meet when you were there?
Ooh, is that the one that's in the parking lot of the arena?
No, it's the one that's like down by the border.
Oh yes, we went there like 2 or 3 times. It's a little more lively.
Yes,
entertaining.
Well, there's a bar there. There's like an outdoor swap meet bar that looks exactly like what you would like it's from fucking Fallout.
Yeah. This is the one where like, there was a guy in the parking lot in like an old like huge caddy boat, and it was like Sunday morning, and he was blowing a rail off the dash, and I was like, we are at the right swap meet.
Yes, that is the bar I'm talking about. When people say San Diego didn't care about the Chargers, they're mostly right. But when I would go there on a Sunday morning during a Chargers game, I never saw people more. It was like going to a Bills tailgate. And it was all like Mexican dudes who were like working class Mexican dudes who loved the fucking Chargers and lived for it.
Yeah, better than the Raiders, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, and I remember going to that swap meet, and people like it was great. Like that made me. I was like, this is where the real Chargers fan are. They're not a Qualcomm. They're priced out of the tickets, and they're partying at the swap meet when they're watching the game here.
Did you ever go to a game at Qualcomm?
No, I'm so mad because I was waiting for the Bills to play there, and I forget. It was just like the way the schedule worked out. When I lived there, they were in Buffalo, and then we saw them the first year that they left for LA when they were like in what was it, Carson?
Carson City.
Yeah, that was the year they played the Bills, and we didn't go to that because I was like, I'm not loyal. I'm not giving Dean Spanos my money. Actually, yeah, that was that the Peterman game? No, the Peterman game was LA, right?
Oh God, you're digging deep on me, man.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was the Chargers. Yes, it was the Chargers. I was supposed to go to the game, and did not go because they fucked up our hotel that morning. We were like, I don't want to drive back after a Bills game. We're gonna be wasted. Let's just sell the tickets online and watch on TV.
Well, that was a
I was
smart
a
thing to
little
do.
bummed. Yep. I took a $10 loss on what I paid for them, and I was like pouting about it before kickoff. And then by the third interception, it was like, that's the best $10 I ever spent.
Oh man, I've done it. I took a bus to Pittsburgh for an AFC championship that the Ravens lost, and the hangover kicks in just right at about the same time as the bus is an hour into the 5-hour drive home where you lost the AFC championship. That was a long ride home and very quiet.
Yeah, I always say, like, if the Bills go to the Super Bowl, I don't want to go. I want to go to the parade. Like, if I was going to plan travel, I don't need to be there for the championship game. I need to be there for the championship celebration.
I don't know that I'd want to go to the actual game, but to like go home and watch the game in a bar, like with people, that all my friends and in a locals bar kind of thing. That's something that would be awesome. And then, like you said, go to all the celebration stuff.
Yeah, because I think that's also like affordability wise. Super Bowl tickets are like, let's take out a personal loan to cover this trip here.
What do they actually face value are priced at? Like $1,000 per ticket?
I think they might even be less. But I don't think you can buy them from the general public. Isn't that how it works? Isn't it like only issued out through corporate sponsors and things like that?
I genuinely don't have an answer. I don't know.
I don't
remember
know either.
Friends that went to the Ravens Super Bowl in New Orleans. They spent, I think, like $800 to $1,000 a piece on tickets, and that was 2013. And God knows how they got them.
Everybody I've ever known who's gone has gotten secondary market.
Yeah, they very well may have been right off StubHub or whatever it was. Kind of thing.
Yeah, or I had a friend from Germany whose company got him Super Bowl tickets.
That's the way you go. Is you go to some corporate, suite or something like that. Eat all the free food and drink. Take it in as an experience. You do it when your team is not playing. I feel like would be better.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to him. He got invited because he was like the American ombudsman for the company and lived in America for a while. Like he grew up in America and then moved to Germany. So they were like, "Oh, you're coming with us.
Gotcha.
They're gonna like show us around." I forget where it was. And he didn't care. Like he's a huge football fan, but did not. The Bills weren't playing, so he didn't give a shit. And he said that was probably the best way to go to the Super Bowl because you get to watch. All the Super Bowl
spectacle
bullshit
of the event without giving a shit about what's actually happening on the field.
Yeah, and he said that he was the only one paying any attention to the game,
yeah,
or and he was like trying to watch the game and like could not because people were just pulling him away.
It's also like it's one of those rich people things where it's just the place to be that weekend. Kind of.
I want to
be
seen.
All those assholes were down in St. Bart's last week or whatever.
Well, that was he said like half the game was him explaining who players were to the people in the suite with him because they're all from Germany and don't like.
Well, I'll give a free pass to being German. Yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. But it is also weird that you're like, hey, let's go fly to America to go watch the Super Bowl. I don't know. It seems it's just a
level of FU money you and I shall never achieve.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It just seems so fucking true. Like it would seem if you were like, hey, do you want to fly to Germany to watch? Like I forget what their domestic soccer league is. We want to go watch the finals of that. I'm like, no, that sounds like a lot. I don't want to fly to Germany, go through customs.
Wait. Ask me if I want to go.
Do you want to go?
It didn't work. Okay, never mind. I was trying to play the "Get Your Drugs Out" song again. All right. So we just crossed over our time allotment, I think.
Oh
Now that
man,
we've
time flies when
devolved.
we're having fun.
Yeah, buddy. I really appreciate you coming on, and I have
Oh
had a
yeah,
lot
no
of fun.
problem. Anytime, it's been great. I love the podcast. I'm actually a little behind on the podcast. I think I'm about a month behind.
Hey, dude,
So
we
I
all
haven't
only
listened
have
to
so many
your.
hours in the day when we're not
Yeah,
commuting anywhere.
I've been going too hard on my what's it called? My Art Bell podcasts that are like 8-hour episodes.
Nice. What's that about?
Art. Do you know who Art Bell is? He was
Mm,
the okay in the 80s and 90s in the early 2000s on AM radio. Art Bell was the guy who hosted the like paranormal late night call-in show where people call in with
okay.
conspiracy theories.
An American
And
broadcaster and author is the founder of the original host of the paranormal themed radio program Coast to Coast AM. I think I remember this dude.
yes, he a proto, but before conspiracy. I mean, no, I don't even want to undersell it. There were still plenty of right-wing conspiracy
Yeah.
theories fully on the show. But before the conspiracy theory world became
Back when it was still
overrun with
fringe.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
the pre Alex Jones Joe
Yes.
Rogan days. I like to listen to old episodes from like when Y2K the Y2K New Year's was a fantastic episode to listen to when these people are calling in and being like, well, I know nothing happened yet, but I think everything's going to go bad Monday morning when we go to work. That's when all the computers are going to crash. And it was just a bunch of people talking themselves into, no, Y2K is definitely still going to happen. Just you wait.
Basically, the same thing that goes on now is just people finding a reason to work themselves into a tizzy for nothing.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It's nice to listen to it without the context of today and just laugh at it. But yeah, I've been big on those lately.
I
But
could get
yeah,
into
I
that.
love the podcast.
Thanks,
And
buddy.
if anybody wants to listen to my podcast,
Yes, please plug
Extra
away.
Napkins, me and Ian Ferguson like to talk about food, mostly food. I mean, it's a lot like this podcast where we just kind of go off on wherever we need to go.
But it's food adjacent.
Food adjacent, yeah.
Yeah,
So you can check that out. We're on anywhere podcasts are sold or Patreon.
Well, again, that's Extra Napkins. Go check it out. Until then, this is Nick, and thanks again, John, for We Don't Have It Yet, and we'll talk to you guys again next week, and talk to you with Wyatt. Thanks again.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.